Hi, Adam McClure with Portia+Rohm Realty, and today's topic is how to choose a good agent. And I know there's got to be at least 100 videos out there on YouTube already about this topic, but I'm going to share with you my professional opinion of what I think really makes a good agent and what makes transactions go well. A lot of times people think that the best agent is the one who's, the most viciously aggressive and is going to negotiate like crazy for them. Well, maybe, but a lot of times I see those people blow up transactions over small issues that could have been resolved between the parties. Another approach is, well, yeah, I like them, or I'm related to them or something, or, well, a friend said they're pretty good. And it's important to go off of referrals. It's important to, work within your base of people that you know. But you still want to qualify them on a couple different dimensions. So let's focus on those. So the first and most important thing, in my opinion, is you want somebody that has expertise in your market. You want somebody that really understands and has been working in the market that you want to be in. So if you are in a specific area, let's say you're interested in a home up around Broadway Terrace in the Montclair district of Oakland, for example, or Bernal Heights in San Francisco. You want somebody that pretty well understands that area and has been doing some transactions there recently and has some insight, and not just about where's the local supermarket and stuff like that, but can kind of give you a sense that they really know and that they feel the pulse of the market and that they can share that with you. And I think that's very important, because when it comes down to making an offer and getting it accepted, that sort of extra little bit of knowing where things are and having relationships also with the local real estate agents is what tends to put you into the first position and help you get a successfully executed offer. And that's your goal. So having somebody with local market knowledge kind of adds that little extra bit that helps make you that much more successful as a buyer. So I think that's a very important attribute in choosing an agent. And the second thing I would emphasize is actually the personality of the agent. And this, again, I want to stress, it's not about finding the agent who you like to spend time with. Honestly, you may not be 100% comfortable with everything that this agent does, but you want to have somebody who's really has the ability, or has demonstrated an ability to work through tough problems and to be what I would call just unflappable, unswayed by emotions, because these are major dollar amounts we're talking about. It's all relative. Maybe $300,000 for one person is a huge amount of money, and it's nothing for another. But when you get into a transaction, it's usually at or around the limit of what you're able to purchase at that point in time. And there's just a lot of emotions that go around that. Whether it's a rental property and you say, well, I'm not emotionally attached to this house, but you're still pretty attached to the money that's involved. And you want a partner, an ally on your team who has the ability to think clearly and outside those issues and give you good, solid advice about what you should do next and how to resolve the current situation and what your options are in a very clear manner. So the way that they think and the way that they work with people to help both sides understand what those choices are, so that everybody can kind of come to a quicker and more reasonable understanding, and not get wrapped up in thinking about lots of different possibilities or options that don't really exist or that aren't very realistic, and kind of keep everybody focused and grounded on what needs to happen next to take that next step and move things forward. So personality is a pretty big indicator there. I guess the last thing that I would emphasize is the team. When you think about an agent, you're not just really signing up to partner with that person. You're certainly going to interact with them the most. But a great way of defining who's a good agent and who might be somebody that you want to work with for a very important transaction is who else do they work with. And it's everybody. Any good agent has got a couple of lenders that they work with on a regular basis, and they're happy to, should be happy to share those with you. But it's also things like, well, do they know a real estate attorney? Do they know contractors? Do they know, all these different resources that may come to bear? What kind of experience do they have in working with the planning department or the building department or other local city capabilities, different departments of the government. All these things could come into play on a transaction. And so, knowing, okay, this is the type of team, these are the type of people that this person surrounds themselves with, that's essential. It's a great way of measuring really anybody in almost any different profession. But for agents, it's a very clear determinant, in my opinion, and you really see it. So I encourage you, if you're looking for a good agent, interview a couple. Don't settle on the first one. I know it's the stats don't lie on this. Is that most people looking to do real estate transaction, I think the number it's over 85%. I think it's like 87 or something. Settle on the first agent that they come into contact with. Now maybe that's through referral or whatnot, but they don't really shop the market very much, and they don't talk to 2 or 3 agents. And I'll tell you, when you do, you're going to say, this agent's nice, this agent I really like, and this agent is a pro. And then you're going to have to make the choice of, do you want your friend to be your agent, or do you want the professional to walk you through this? And I recommend the professional every time. So I encourage you to just think about some of these options, and if you want to interview us at Portia+Rohm, we'd be more than happy to have the opportunity to talk with you and maybe earn your business. I appreciate your time today. Thanks very much. Again, this is Adam McClure at Portia+Rohm Realty.